What is good? I go by Osiris, and this channel is to highlight the populist left, and I do it through AOC. I think she's a fascinating figure, and recently, her and Lauren Boebert got into it. These are people who AOC purports herself to be on the populist left. Lauren Boebert is probably more on the populist right. And I think the division in our world is more who is a populist. It doesn't matter left or right versus anti-populist. And this is a good gauge of that is, can you go out in public? Can you do town halls? If you are a populist, then you can go out. Recently, Katie Hobbs was out in public, was running from questions from Project Veritas. If you are a populist, you would be able to sit down and answer those questions, even if they were difficult questions. Every person in the world has difficult questions about their life or whatever else to answer. A populist will sit down and answer those questions. Here we go. Lauren Boebert sparks feud with AOC after town hall heckling. Famously, recently, AOC got heckled at the town hall because she is a warmonger. She is voting to fund weapons to a country to support war. That's not a populist position. So she got heckled at the town hall. Remember, AOC is the one that said, if you want to protest, it's okay. Protest is to make people feel uncomfortable. She was feeling a little hot under the collar, a little uncomfortable. So they protested her. Lauren Boebert tried to pile on. On the rare occasions that AOC actually spends time with her constituents, she is reminded that she has sold them out at every turn, Boebert said on Twitter Thursday. And I don't like this. Let's just say that they are real populists on the left and right, AOC and Boebert. They should be able to agree on war. That's why I'm going after AOC. Now, it is easier for Boebert to be against it because it's not like it's Trump in there. But a true populist, it doesn't matter if it's Don Dada in as president. I'm not voting for this crap. And when Trump was president, he didn't start any new wars. He had bombs. There was stuff going on in Syria, all that. But he didn't really start a new war and got us out of Afghanistan, at least the deal. You would hope AOC and Boebert would be working together, not fighting on this. And I will take sides. I'm on Boebert's side on this issue. How could you not? This is about war. So AOC's, even when her vote doesn't matter, she can't even go to, if I were AOC and I was a real populist, I would go to the people who control things like Pelosi or whoever else, and I would say, I'm a populist. I can't vote for war. So you guys are giving me cover for it. So you don't need my vote. I'm voting against it. She can't even vote against it when her vote against it wouldn't even matter. Boebert added, she campaigned as an outsider and has now just morphed into Sandy Pelosi. That's sometimes you're just name calling and stuff, and then one of them hits, and then you get into your feelings a little bit. AOC got into her feelings a little bit. Several hours later, AOC responded to the quip and claimed Boebert was the sellout. Oh, okay. Hey, Boebert, you seem to have confused us. The Squad lawmaker said, I have attended and hosted hundreds of community events, hold regular town halls, and don't take a dime in corporate cash. I'm not even going with it. Now, if she's done the town halls, I don't know. That's props. Boebert should be doing more town halls than AOC. So I don't know. That's something for me to look into. You are bankrolled by corporate PACs. You've got to look at the content of what somebody does. So if AOC, say hypothetically, this is not true, but say hypothetically, AOC takes no funding over like $20. It's all funded by people. And she votes for war. I don't care how you're funded. You're still voting for war. And say someone's funded by these big political action committees or whatever, and they're not voting for war. I don't care how you're funded. You're not voting for war. So that you got to look at the content. Boebert fired back in a tweet early the following day. I have governed as I has campaigned. You sold out your supporters, said the Coloradan. I noticed you took a screenshot of my tweet instead of sharing the original one with the video of you getting completely ripped to shreds by your own constituents, she said. Just own it. You're the machine now. I have a shirt. I have gear that says MAGA versus the machine. And you might wonder, I'm doing an AOC channel and I have MAGA promoted to Ultra MAGA. If you take a look at my shirt, don't be afraid if you're populist left. I'm not against you. I like the populist left a lot. I like a lot of people. I like Kim Iverson, if you could want to call her populist left. I'm a Jimmy Dore guy. I like Real Nico House, Pasta, Fiorella. There's a lot of populist left people that I respect. I like Hard Lens Media, Vanguard. Even though we don't agree, real RBN, Sabs. I really love Sabs. Sabby Sabs is she's. I hope one day to be as good at doing videos as Sabby Sabs is. She's excellent. But why do I rock MAGA? For me, all it means is populism. To me, it should include the populist left, because the populist left has no, this is where I'm going to end on this conversation. The populist left has no significant movement in this country. There is not one Democrat who voted against war and basically funding Ukraine in this conflict. Not one. So right now, you don't have any leverage to tell me, oh, I don't like the MAGA label. No. MAGA has populist people in DC voting against war right now. They have populist people in DC talking about defund the FBI. They have populist people in DC talking about end the Federal Reserve. So libertarians, you might need to get aboard too. But I love what the Mises Caucus is doing. But populist left, you need to fall up under the MAGA label. You need to fall up under here. I know that will never happen, but that's why I like the MAGA communism tag, to say like we're together. But until you guys get something that's bigger, better, and a stronger movement, this is where it's at. This is populism right now. Let me know what you think.